What's up, guys, and welcome to the first official video for my channel. For this gameplay, I'm going to be doing Kirby's Dream Course, but because I have 0 friends, I'll be doing the single player walkthrough as opposed to multiplayer shenanigans. Let's get started. Start off, make a new profile. I'll just use some custom choices that they have for us already. Doesn't need to be anything too complicated. In fact, I'm okay with that. Let's get started. Course 1. Alright. This is a personal favorite of mine. A good old game from the 90s. I used to play on my own SNES as I was growing up. So I thought, why not make it my first video? For those of you who don't know about this game, it's essentially golf, but using Kirby. The main point in the story mode of this game is to hit all of the enemies, and every enemy that you hit will turn into a star. And when you hit all of the enemies except the last remaining one, the final enemy, whichever one is left, opens up into a hole where your final goal is to hit it into it. You can curve the shot by holding in the B button and moving around. You can increase the length of it to see where it's going to go after it bounces off of an object, or you can just chip it in. For this one, I think I'm going to hit a little curve shot a little bit this way. And pow! See, they both turn into stars, and the final hole opens up. Line up the shot. That is me showing you of what not to do. Just want to clarify that. It's really hard when I first started playing this to get the right idea of how hard to hit it. But after playing it for hours recently, I've got a pretty good hold on how hard to hit it when I'm putting or chipping it in, you know? There's 8 courses. My bad. 8 stages in each course. Not 100% sure how many courses there are, because I've only played a little bit of it. So, let's just see how far we get in this playthrough. Part 1 of Kirby's Dream Course. Oh yeah, lining it up perfectly. Got both stars. Another thing you can do is when you hit it, or when you're bouncing on the ground, or just while you're rolling, if you keep pushing the A button, you will see Kirby like pulsate. What that's doing is it's giving you more power, so it'll make you go further or bounce higher. It's a cool little trick you can do. But this is the first course, so it's nothing too super complicated. In fact, I'll show you something here in just a second you can do to make it even easier for yourself. Just think of this first course as like a tutorial into the game. But what you can do is if you hold in the Y button, you can move around and you can see the whole course laid out right in front of you. So instead of just shooting blindly, you can kind of get a sense as to where you want to hit it. I think it makes it a lot easier. Now, the fruits of my labor. I am the chip shop master. Watch and learn. Just like that. Simple, easy. Hole 3, 2 shots, all it takes. Now on to stage 4. These are warp pads. What it'll do is it'll warp you to another spot, and the red arrow coming off of it will just show you the direction that you're gonna go when you come off of it. Let's give it a little over half power. Hit that dude. I don't know what he's called. Looks like a rotating totem head. Him. He's an enemy that you can't beat. He'll knock you back and take away one of your tomatoes. Your tomatoes are like your lives, or your hearts, I should say. When they hit 0, you lose a life. If you lose both your lives in a course, it's game over. You gotta restart. So I'm going to extend it here to try and judge where I'm going to hit it. Since I know the second guy is going to turn into a hole, I try and estimate and hit it in for a hole in 2. Ah, shoot. Put a little too much love on it. That's fine though, because I won't miss this one. Hole 4. Easy. Alright, excuse me. So now we gotta do this one. I'm gonna try and get maybe a hole in 2 here. I want to avoid hitting the rotating black guy with spikes. Another thing is, some enemies will give you power-ups that you can see on the bottom left corner of the screen, but it won't show you until after you got it. From that enemy, I got a jumping Kirby. It causes me to glide a bit. It'll keep me in the air longer, or it'll help me gain more distance. So I'm going to try and use that to make it in from here and not hit the enemy. And now, let's see. Take off. Boom. Got him. Alright. Got it. It's all about geometry, baby. Simple enough, right? It's nothing too complicated. A to choose your shot, A to charge up, click A again to shoot. When you get a power, at any point while you're rolling, you can use that power one time. And just click B. Simple. I'll show you as we go along what all the other powers there are in this game. They're pretty cool. Honestly, this is one of my favorite just pastime games to play. Like, it's really fun, and if you have friends and you want to play multiplayer on it, it's a really good party game to have. I really like it. Activated that power there. I got from the guy the parachute. All it does is gently caress me upon the earth. And for hole in 2, in the hole. Take off on that star, Kirby. Take off on that star. Doing pretty good. 15 total strokes, not too bad. I messed up a little bit in the beginning, but I'm starting to get back into the groove of things. So this, I'll use a chip shot. What you want to try and avoid is landing in the water, because it really slows you down and it's hard to hit out of the water. So what I'll do is right before I hit the water, I'll use my parachute power up to just gently stop before it. And it should leave me in a perfect spot to hole into this course as well. What you're seeing right here, the meter going up and down, is just the spin you want to put on it. You can only do this when you hit a chip shot. Stop it at the bottom, you'll put a bunch of backspin on it, cause it to come back to you. Stop it at the top, put a bunch of top spin, goes forward a lot further. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's see if I can get in from here. Apply some extra bounces. Oh, there it is. Feels good when you sink it in the hole. You know? It just feels good. Feels right. this is introducing something else you guys haven't seen yet, or may have if you've played it before. The pad that's flashing in front of me that has the water drop on it, essentially if I hit it, it'll remove all the water in the stage, which can come in pretty handy if you need to go through it. But I like to put a little of my own spin on things and try and hit it this way. And what you can do, how I said before, if you hold in B and change the angle of it, you can do that on chip shots as well, but it won't curve until it hits the ground. So let's see if this will give us what we want. Oh yeah, that's right what we wanted. See if we can get a little more movement on it. Alright. Now I'm going to hit this guy, which will put the hole right there since he's the last. But what I don't want to do is hit that warp pad, because then it'll bring me back up here. So let's put a little curve on it to try and ramp off and get close to the hole. Probably won't make it. It's a really hard shot, in my opinion. Let's see what we got. I'll use parachute if I have to make it more gentle. Oh yeah, that works, because this way we didn't fly away past the hole and end up behind the tree or hit the tree unneeded. That should be good. And that was the final hole. First course, Kirby's Dream Course for the SNES. Kirby is going in outer space. He's achieved his goal. He's wound up where only the most majestic Kirbys can go. The floating dance pad in the sky. You've earned this, Kirby. You really have. Alright then, well, that was the first course in this wonderful, wonderful game. Now, leave a comment, let me know what you think. A like doesn't hurt, doesn't take much time out of your day. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.